Hello, my name is Jesse Heinz. This will be a Vinyl Me Please review / unboxing for November 2016. The record of the month is Lemon of Pink by The Books. I'm going to just go over everything in the box first of all, as usual. So of course we got the sleeve itself here, the nice piece of paper that it comes in. Drink of the month is Margot Flips. I'm gonna put the instructions on the screen now. Look at those if you want to make this nice little Scotch whiskey drink here. There's some chocolate, could be good. I'm gonna read the first paragraph of the little thing here. True acts of solitude should go unnoticed, which is why I'm hesitant to talk about the Lemon of Pink. Better just let it be. Better just let this stainless artifact with its deep warrens of sound exist alone and far away from this life. It's too alive with error messages and backwardly incompatible. Singer and producer Nick Zamuto, cellist Paul DeJong, and vocalist Anne DeWerner built a paradoxical space, an alien world that is pressed up against the skin of our own. All these recondite voices stitched together with skeins of guitar and banjo and cello are a drug. A thick scrim laid over this world that can allow for one real organic moment of solitude. So that's what we're getting into today. So the print this week, that's what you get. It shows you how to make a final loop scratcher on the back. If you want to do that, not really sure what it does. It was saying something about like sampling and it might wreck your needle. So probably won't get into that, but the print's pretty cool, pretty abstract stuff. Let's go over the catalog. Alright, so this will be the last one before the holidays, so they have the little holiday thing there. And then you could probably, I don't know any of the limited exclusive releases, but Sleigh Bells' new album's probably their best album so far. Yoko, oh no, oh no. And the record itself. Now this is one of the most, I opened the plastic already, but it's one of the most personalized albums, I'd say, that I've seen from Vinyl Me Please, because it was only pressed by them. There was no store version of this pressing, so that's pretty cool. So and in this front part you get like, it has like the open holes spot, and you got this really nice high quality lyric book. It has a lot of background of the not only the group, but how they go through each track and how they ran all these samples through each song. Pretty cool stuff. Like if you're into this band, this is like a must for this, I think. They got the lyric sheet too. And then on the back you got some spoons, so you could put this one in. Pretty cool. You could do whatever you feel like, really. The sleeve, oh yeah, I got the sticker. This explains it pretty well. The Landmark album, remastered, repackaged exclusively for Vinyl Me Please, features custom die-cut gatefold jacket, 16-page full-color booklet, all new artwork, extensive liner notes, lyrics, and the MP3 download. Pretty good. Let's do the record shot here. This is one of their nicest pressings I think I've gotten so far. Really cool. You get this like pink splatter on like a neon yellow. It turned out really well. Really cool. And of course, a download code. Alright, let's go over some of the music in depth here now. The Books are an American duo formed in 1999 out of NYC, consisting of guitarist and vocalist Nick Zamuto and cellist Paul DeJong. Lemon of Pink is the band's second record, and like their other work, it focuses on like sampled instruments, vocals, speech, and sounds to create its own sort of genre that kind of is very ambient while being also very cohesive and listenable. And it sounds unlike much I've heard before. It's kind of in its own league with that. And there's a few mini tracks throughout this track review I'm about to do. So here's the track by track. First track, Lemon of Pink. It's immediately like the style of the record seeps into the track and samples fly at you from all directions. It's very ambient with lots of like non-music samples, like talking. It melds together really well. It's very beautiful, and vocals added for Ann Doerner through this record, so you'll hear her singing on many of the cuts here. Lemon of Pink 2 is kind of like a mini track. It's samples switch in and out. Acoustic chords get plucked. Samples are heavy on cello here, so they use the cello as like almost like a key bass because they can just switch between the samples. It sounds really cool. Third track is Tokyo. You get like a lovely, what sounds like mandolin piece, but it could just be sample guitar. At around 1 minute 20 seconds, it builds into this great triumphant piece. And all non-music on this track focuses on like Tokyo, like there's an airliner, like thank you for flying Tokyo airline kind of thing, so that's cool. Bonanza is like a mini track. It's just like vocal layers with like a weird guy talking. It sounds pretty weird. Track 5, S is for Everything. It sounds like movie samples as like a lead, like someone giving a speech, something like that. The cello sampled really well on this track. Track 6, Explanation Mark. It's like another mini track. It's like weird talking samples and pronunciation, and it's just kind of to tie the tracks together. It doesn't really count. Track 7, There Is No There. Mandolin very bright here. There's lots of cool bass guitar samples. It's cut up really cleanly, like it all sounds so clean on this track. It's really great. Take Time, there's what sounds like a marimba, something like that, or like a wooden xylophone. Eventually cello. Take Time is like repeated throughout portions of the song. Speeches being sampled from the past, quotes and excerpts, not always in English. Sounds really rad. Just put together really well, all over this record, really. Track 9, Don't Even Sing About It. There's like finger-picked guitar notes, intro, which kind of drone over the whole song. It's a very simple acoustic guitar dubbed over top. This whole record is done very professionally. For a few guys in like a studio apartment, which I think is how they recorded it, they did a really good job. Track 10, The Future, Wouldn't That Be Nice? There's hand clap samples expertly layered. It's kind of like a really fast kind of rhythmic clapping. It might just be like a few clap samples they use, but it sounds really good. There's cello chord, like cello notes built into a sort of verse. There's lots of humming for ambience. Vocals sound great here. True Story of a Story of True Love is the 11th track. There's finger-picked backing, speech ambience, some good water sounds. There's very drony cello, sampled noises, and it's very melodic, even though it has all these drony noises. It builds into a fast instrument section, breaks off and slowly fades. And it's a real masterpiece. I really like that song. That Right Ain't Shit is our 12th track. There's an offbeat low guitar chord. The cello chords stay under the mix. There's some repeated guitar samples, and it's a really great mix. Track 13 is PS, and there's like people laughing, like random banter. It's just kind of like a ender track, like a mini track thing. Alright, in conclusion, this is a great record to put on if you're like sipping tea or something like that, stuck inside with all the acoustic guitar and cello. It's very like freeze the mind and stuff like that. It's like old style in a new way, like a very old house that gets repainted or something like that. So I give it 5 lemonade stands out of 5. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, just tell me.